Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode on this channel, Growing Up the Podcast. We're so excited that we keep bringing you guys videos and keep showing love and support, and by all means, we're going to keep making these videos for you guys, whether you do show the support or not. So just know it'll always be here for you guys as long as we're up and running. And today's concept is fun. It kind of brings it back a little bit of nostalgia, for kind of childhood memories. And for those of you who kind of respond in our comment section down below, please reach out and let us know if you've either had a friend, a family member, or a parent tell you something along the lines of this. And here it goes. It's practice like you play and play like you practice, right? Something along the lines of that phrase is just always hit home with me because I had a father and a dad who loved me really like a buttload. But the challenge is he wanted me to succeed so much that he hated seeing me fail. And one of the big things he noticed was because I was so hard on myself, whether it was in sports or music, he often kept reminding me like, hey, like you got to practice like you play, and you're not going to play very well if you don't practice very well. And I know I'm bringing this up just in a generic idea and concept, but I wanted to relate that to dating and marriage. I know for me, I knew a lot of friends as well as myself who didn't necessarily take dating very seriously to begin with. And as a guy who went through a lot of really rough relationships, I want to be the first to say, be very careful when you start dating. Okay? And I say that with there's no gray area there. I want you to be really, really safe with dating. And it's because my dad told me that, and his dad told him that, and I'm sure a lot of people are telling other people that. And of course, I'm just another one to add on to that list of people telling you to be careful when dating, but it's very true, and I'll tell you why. It's because when you're younger, you do experience emotions and some feelings that you want to have for someone, but we have to remember we're not at our peak level of growth, and we'll never hit it, but you have to be very careful with joining a relationship or joining a partnership with someone who maybe you don't know that well. And so the only advice I have really is to really consider, am I going to marry this person in the future? And if not, then it may be a safe bet to maybe dial it back first. Now, I'm not saying you have to get rid of the relationship entirely, but it'd be really important to bring it up with your partner, whoever it is, to really sit down and go, okay, do we see each other marrying one another in the near future? And if not, why? Why are we trying to be together when it's really not in our goal to do this? As well as when it comes to dating, just be really cautious that there may be people who just want to date people just to date and not really to get married. And from my experience, I know that it saves not only time and energy, but it saves you a lot of joy, right? And I know for some of us out there who have maybe experienced a few heartbreaks or a loss of a relationship, it really hurts the soul and it hurts your heart because you feel so connected with someone, and then not that you can't be friends with them, but it's hard to because you have that extra baggage, I guess people call it today, and it makes it really hard. But that's okay as long as you're willing to understand there are hard times in life, including with relationships. And I know I'm probably just being the old guy in the room telling a whole bunch of young kids, don't date yet. Because trust me, I know I was there and I had a whole bunch of people telling me the same thing. But luckily, I feel fortunately for me, God blessed me with the experiences I went through and a platform like this to kind of reach out to kids close to my age or maybe just a little bit younger to help prevent them from making the mistakes that I made. So again, if you ever feel like you want to get in that dating area, really take a look at yourself and ask yourself if you're really ready for that kind of next step. And I'm not saying you have to marry the person within the first year that you date them, but be really open-minded with, okay, what are my true intentions with these people? Because one, you don't want to waste your time, you don't want to waste their time, you don't want to waste each other's energy, but most importantly, you don't want to steal opportunities of joy where there was places and opportunities for joy. And that's pretty much the premise of this idea today. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on dating and what you guys have experienced, maybe some ideas and some concepts that your parents or even yourself, you've come up with your past dating history, or maybe even just the thought of seeing movies and going, oh, well, that could be better if this or if this was done. But I'm actually really curious to see what you guys say about this concept, because this is a really big topic and concept that is brought up a lot, I feel, in today's day and age, with everyone wanting to get together and yearning for a love for another partner, but not really knowing how to go about it. So again, if you have any comments, ideas, or thoughts, please share them down in the comments below. Again, thank you for joining us today. As always, I love you guys for swinging by, hanging out, and even throwing out some ideas to me to just kind of ponder and think about myself, and I really enjoy it. So thanks again. Love you guys. Have a good one.